Greetings, friends. It's good to be with you again in this format. I look forward to the time when we can be together again in person and having fellowship events and so forth and so on. But good to be with you in this format. I have a few things I want to share with you. I want to share with you a current Bible study that we're doing. I want to give you an update on in-person worship and our live stream worship, what we're doing there. And finally, I want to give you an update on my treatment schedule and when I'll be receiving treatments and how long I should be out for that and who will be covering and so forth. So I want to begin by saying, though, that this book that we are studying, The Invitations of Jesus by Trevor Hudson, is an incredibly wonderful book. This past week we studied the invitation that Jesus extends to us all. He says that he has come that they, you and I, his disciples, may have life and have it abundantly. And so as I thought about that invitation of Jesus to an abundant life, I thought that our worship is a big part of that abundant life. An abundant life doesn't mean a perfect life, but it means a life that is full of satisfaction and goodness, not without pain and sorrow, but a life that is lived abundantly, fully alive, if you will. And that invitation, as I said, includes our worship. And so I wanted to give you an update on our in-person worship. We've been back to in-person worship since June 28th at the 8:30 service. And things are going well. First of all, I want to thank the folks who have attended and have been diligent in their adherence to the protocol. Keeping your face mask on, maintaining social distance, all of those things that are required for in-person worship. But I also want to thank the volunteers. I want to thank all those who have worked to greet our worshipers in the parking lot, to the greeters in the atrium and the greeters at the ushers at the church door. I'm so grateful for your service, and I can't name all of you. You know who you are. Thank you for your service. I do want to, however, express some appreciation and name a few people who have been a part of the worship service. Karen Waddell, who's been working our technology from the balcony. Thank you, Karen, for being present and all that you do. I want to thank Gail Williams, who's provided beautiful music for our in-person worship from an adjacent room, and she has done an incredible job, blessed us with her voice. Of course, Chris. We all know Chris Ward, and Chris is back behind the organ again and just giving us treasures to worship by. And so I'm grateful for Chris. And finally, Meredith Webb, our summer intern, who has been our worship assistant and done such a great job. So that's an update on our in-person worship. I think it's going well, and we will continue to make improvements as the protocol is changed. We will certainly make those adjustments. I want to also let you know that we are continuing with our live stream worship. Live stream on Facebook at 11 a.m. on Sunday mornings. And again, I think this is a quality worship service, and I hope you're watching. And if you're not watching live, I want to remind you that it is downloaded to our webpage, and you can look at that at any time during the week. I hope you do more than look at it. I hope that it's a way for you to worship throughout the week. You can look at it whatever night works best for you, day, morning, whenever. Just take a look and allow yourself to be caught up in the worship. Join in the songs and the responsive readings, because if you're looking at it on the Facebook, you would have been emailed a copy of the bulletin, and you can do that. So that's a update on our Zoom study that we're doing on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. And we're studying the book, Trevor Hudson, Invitations of Jesus. I want to remind you also that on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m., our Macklemore Sunday School class continues to offer that. And during this quarter, John Hatcher is offering a Bible study at 10 a.m. every other week throughout this quarter. And you can, of course, respond to the invitation and see that. So now for where I am with regard to my treatment. As many of you know, I've been diagnosed with prostate cancer, and my treatments begin August the 3rd, and they will run for 6 weeks. And I will be having external beam radiation therapy, and it'll be taking place at Massey Cancer Center. The schedule is going to be pretty intense, and so during that time, we have been in contact with Ellen Comstock. You remember Ellen, who wonderfully filled in while you were waiting my arrival and after Pastor Myrtle's death. So Ellen is familiar with the church and has filled in here before, and she'll be filling in for me while I am receiving treatments. I'm going to try and maintain somewhat of a preaching schedule and one day a week in the office at least, but I will be from August 3rd to about September the 11th going through treatments, and appreciate your prayers and your patience with me while we go through this together. Believe me, I am continuing to pray for you and those who need prayer. We all need prayer, and I hope you'll be praying for me. Friends, I love being your pastor. I love serving this church, and most importantly, I love you. And I love the Lord, and it has already been a great 2 years serving with you here in Suffolk, Virginia at Main Street United Methodist Church. God's blessings, and remember the invitation of Jesus to a life lived fully. Amen.